Welcome to the Bandana Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. DAMIRIS DANTAS doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve it. Timing is everything. Indiana Fever, Amber Cox, Kelly Krauskopf. Timing is everything. When we're seeing Angel Reese get sent to Atlanta, when we're seeing Chicago Sky go out and trade for Rickea Jackson, the Sparks getting Ariel Atkins, when we see the Minnesota Lynx bringing in Aneka Ogwumike for a visit, we see the New York Liberty flirting, giving the googly eyes to Alana Smith. Indiana Fever fans want something juicy. We want some really juicy free agent news, something we can sink our teeth into. And unfortunately, we didn't get it. And unfortunately, DAMIRIS DANTAS, collateral damage to the timing of this signing. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. The Indiana Fever sign DAMIRIS DANTAS. People aren't happy about it. Oh my gosh, the Indiana Fever were running it back. Shoot! Amber Cox, what are you doing, Amber? I get it. And I think a lot of the reaction is because this is the first real news that we've got other than the obvious. Corey and Kelsey making Lexi Hall a restricted free agent. This is the first real news that we've gotten. That's not just blatantly going to occur. And when we see all of these news transpire, and this is the first thing we see from the Indiana Fever front office, it doesn't really make you feel good, right? And I actually like DAMIRIS DANTAS. I'm not opposed to DAMIRIS DANTAS as a minimum player, as a 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th person on the roster. I'm not opposed to it at all. Over the last six seasons, since 2019, DAMIRIS DANTAS has only had 2 seasons where she shot below 33% from 3. And that was in 2022 with the Lynx and 2025 with the Fever. Every other season outside of that, she's been 33%, 43%, 39%. So DAMIRIS DANTAS can definitely shoot the 3. Last year was no doubt about it a down year. So if we're going by last year, I understand, can't be too happy about it. But again, as an end of the bench, end of the roster player, it could definitely be worse than DAMIRIS DANTAS, especially when you take a look at the landscape of the WNBA. Some of these players just aren't very good. So if we're going to sign a player on a vet minimum, 10th, 11th, 12th person on the roster, DAMIRIS DANTAS, I'm really not too mad about. She's familiar with the CC. She's not a ball hog. She gives Caitlin Clark the ball. She set screens for Caitlin Clark. Last year, I agree. Everything she put up, clanking off the rim. Everything DAMIRIS DANTAS put up last year, clanking off the rim. Hopefully, if DAMIRIS DANTAS is signed on a minimum and we get the 2024 version of DAMIRIS DANTAS, I think that's good, right? I think that is good enough. Now, I will say this, and Amber Cox, Kelly Krauskopf, I'm looking directly at you. Stephanie White, we had tons of players injured last year, but you didn't even feel the need to give DAMIRIS DANTAS some actual time. That's concerning, number one. But number two, if you guys gave her a $350,000, anything other than the minimum, I'm going to say I would change my view of this. If we're giving her 400,000, 375, 410, even at the lower end, I'm not going to be jumping for joy about it. But if it's a vet minimum, $300,000 deal, okay, not too mad about it at all. But the reaction, people are not happy about it. And again, I think it's mostly because this was the first news that we got. Shout out to Chick Six Scars. It's wild to see so many Fever fans outraged by this. Dantas is a quality backup who can stretch the floor on offense. She was great when size gave the offense to Caitlin Clark. The key is the crappy Stephanie White, whose style was not good for Dantas. I agree. If this is a vet minimum player and she's like, okay, you're not really doing good, our backup's not really, all right, Dantas, get in there. Let's see if you can give us a nice jolt of offense real quick. Stephanie White didn't want to play her last year when half of our team were injured. Why are you bringing her back? Amber Cox, F you. Oh, shoot. This is a reminder that the Fever are not a serious organization. It is a nepotism front office that is completely unqualified and incompetent. Shoot. Shoot. If this was the last second re-sign, like we fill in our whole roster, we already went out, we got our power forward, we went out, we got our backup guard, we got our number 2 coming off the bench. If all of that already took place and then we got Dantas, I think fans would be a little bit more receiving. But the fact that this is the first news, timing sucks here. Timing definitely sucks here. Too slow to run, too timid, weak to guard a real post player, inconsistent with their outside shot, is a big for nothing 3-and-D forward, the best the Fever can do in free agency. Damn. There we go. DANTAS is great bench depth and a solid veteran who can also stretch the floor and hit the 3-ball. Nobody should be upset about this. Of all the players that we can bring in and just be drama sitting on the bench, DANTAS doesn't care about the drama. DANTAS cares to hoop. So I appreciate that from her. Fever are going to run it back so that they don't make it as far as they did last year. They will blame it on Caitlin Clark. They are better without Clark. I see you. Please fire the entire Fever front office. Kelly and Amber are the most clueless front office in sports. They don't know how to build a team around CC. You guys are just wasting CC's time. Damn. Dislike. Streaky shooter. Yeah, no, she is. Oh man, I feel bad for Dantas. She doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve this. Indeed, Michael Sir Dweeb, I agree with you. Assuming she's on a minimum contract, I don't have much issue with this. She was very bad in 2025, but could get back to her 2024 form. Either way, she's just end of the bench insurance for backup 5 minutes. I agree. She's going to play occasionally. She's not going to play every day. I don't think she's going to play every day. She's going to play when we really need a spark, when we really need to kind of change it up, mix things up. All right, Dantas, get in there. Let's see what you could do. I don't think she's going to be an everyday part of the rotation type player. Like if we're talking about our first 8 off the bench, Dantas isn't going to be there. Our first 9, probably not even going to be there either. 10, 11, 12, that seems a little bit more likely. Fever fans, is this good or bad? This was her big inside scoop. I hate the Fever so bad. Liberty making a super team, and all we're doing is signing Dantas. Yep, that's Fever front office not serious. Yep. This was the first news. That's the problem. This was the first news. Amber Cox, looking at her mentions. All the praise we gave Fever front office last year went to their head. They now feel empowered to double down. They're really going to bring back Dantas, Howard, and Bree Turner, and then they're going to draft Raven, and Steph will have CC setting screen. If we bring back Natasha Howard, then you'll see me yelling and screaming. If we bring back Bree Turner, then you'll see me yelling and screaming. If we draft Raven Johnson, then you will definitely see me yelling and screaming. Again, Dantas, minimum, 10th, 11th, 12th off the bench. I'm not going to scream about that, but I can understand why, if you're expecting something big to drop, and this is the news, I can understand why people aren't happy about it. How Amber Cox thinks she's cooking with the signing. Amber Cox will re-sign DeWanna Bonner, double down on stupid. This front office took a team with a star player. She'll stand with Amber Cox, fair enough. Ever since Amber Cox, this front office is a joke. Now we need to re-sign our MVP, Natasha Howard. Oh, man. Folks, in case you guys don't know, the Indiana Fever, they got to be doing something. I refuse to believe, because I am hearing some things. I refuse to believe that they're just going to run it back. I refuse to believe they got a new training facility coming in 2027. I refuse to believe they're going to run this thing back. If it's the same starting lineup last year as it was this year, I will be pissed. I will be pissed. If they don't go all in, we got a first glimpse of our $78 million. We got light-filled dual practice course, recovery suites, chef-driven nutrition program, content, golf simulator, childcare spaces. If they don't go all out and try to bring in a real floor spacer at the 4, a real backup guard, somebody off the bench that can come in and get, shout out to courtside, come in and get buckets, I would be disappointed. I would be disappointed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Hype the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. See you next time, as always. Take it easy.